U.S. braces for Iran's revenge, moves battleships, warships, ballistic missiles to defend Israel. Imagine that two of the most dangerous parts of the world are about to start fighting. What would the U.S. do? As Iran's threats of revenge get louder, the U.S. has taken steps to protect its friends that have never been done before. In a brave move, the United States has put battleships, warships, and ballistic weapons in place to protect Israel. What does this big change mean for safety around the world? Stay tuned as we go into more detail about the complicated plans and possible outcomes of this important military move. Will the U.S. really look out for its own interests and stop a full-scale war? Come with us to find out the facts. The United States of America is making a bold effort to dramatically increase its military presence in the Middle East in order to counteract the mounting dangers that are becoming more dangerous and to assure the protection of its allies. Through the implementation of this strategic improvement, the United States military personnel that are stationed in the region will be protected from any potential attacks that may be launched against Israel by Iran and its proxies. Following recent high-profile assassinations and clear threats from Iranian authorities, the actions taken by the Pentagon are a response to the increasing tensions that have arisen as a result of these events. On Friday, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin made the announcement that the United States Department of Defense will increase its military assets in Europe and the Middle East in order to strengthen its defense capabilities. The acquisition of cruisers and destroyers that are capable of carrying out ballistic missile defense is an essential component of this deployment. These Navy warships are outfitted with cutting-edge technology that are meant to intercept and neutralize incoming missile threats. As a result, they effectively provide essential protection for both Israeli land and the United States military. The United States of America is expanding its readiness to deploy new land-based ballistic missile defense systems, in addition to improving its naval capabilities. A layered defensive strategy will be offered by these systems, which will complement the naval defenses and provide a means of defending against the possibility of missile attacks from Iranian proxies. As part of the increased military presence in the Middle East, an additional squadron of fighter jets will be dispatched to the region. The air superiority of these aircraft will be improved, and they will also provide support for both offensive and defensive operations. In the event that an escalation occurs, the deployment of these highly developed fighter jets is meant to serve as a deterrent against any prospective aggression and to ensure that rapid response capabilities are available. As the United States Navy's Carrier Strike Group, the United States ship Theodore Roosevelt is coming to the end of its deployment. The United States ship Abraham Lincoln Aircraft Carrier Strike Group is being sent to the Middle East to take its place. It is expected that the Carrier Strike Group will play a crucial part in the maintenance of a continuous United States Navy presence in the region, offering capabilities for both offensive and defensive operations. The aircraft and missile weapons that are part of the Carrier Strike Group will act as a potent deterrent against Iranian aggression and will strengthen the overall defensive posture in the region. Following the death of key militant commanders, the United States has made the decision to increase its military presence in the region. This decision comes in the wake of increased tensions. On July 13, 2024, an Israeli bombardment attacked Khan Yunis, which is located in the southern Gaza Strip. As a result of this bombardment, Mohammed Deif, the leader of Hamas military branch, ultimately passed away. Israel took this step as a component of a more comprehensive strategy to retaliate to the attack that Hamas carried out on October 7, 2023. The assassination of important figures from both Hamas and Hezbollah has considerably exacerbated the tensions that have been present in the region. The Revolutionary Guards of Iran have issued a warning that they will respond at an appropriate time, place, and manner. Iran and its proxies have guaranteed that they will take serious retaliatory action. Using vocabulary like this highlights the high-stakes nature of the fight that is now taking place as well as the possibility of additional escalation. In light of these events, Vice President Joe Biden reaffirmed the United States' support for Israel during a conversation with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Thursday night. On Friday, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin reaffirmed the ironclad U.S. support for Israel's security to Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. This commitment was further strengthened by another statement made by Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. Despite the fact that the United States is doing more to strengthen its defense capabilities, Austin highlighted that the fundamental priority is still to prevent a more widespread war in the Middle East. In an effort to de-escalate tensions and to press for a ceasefire, the United States is actively working to achieve these goals. In particular, the United States is concentrating on reaching an agreement that includes the release of hostages and an end to the war in Gaza. The United States of America, Israel, and Iran have been involved in a string of crises and confrontations, which led to the current escalation. Over the past few months, tensions have increased as a result of the killings of Iranian military personnel in Syria, which Iran has blamed actions attributed to Israel. Iran responded to Israel's aggression by firing hundreds of missiles and drones toward the country. The United States military played a vital part in preventing these strikes from succeeding. As a result of this backdrop of heightened war and retaliation, the United States military has recently increased its presence in the region. The fundamental objective of the United States military modifications is to safeguard both American and Israeli interests, while also serving as a deterrent to Iranian attack. The goal of the United States is to have a strong defense posture that is capable of effectively countering any prospective attacks. This will be accomplished by installing modern missile defense systems and strengthening naval and aviation capabilities. The purpose of this strategy is to reassure allies and send this signal to adversaries that the United States is ready to respond strongly to any assault that may be launched against it. Additionally, the presence of United States military forces serves to bolster support for Israel, which is an important ally in the region. The purpose of the expanded defensive capabilities is to keep Israeli lands safe and to provide a strategic advantage against any future threats that could come from Iran and its proxies. In addition, the United States of America seeks to contribute to the stability of the area by preserving a power dynamic that is balanced and prevents any one actor from dominating the security environment. Although the United States is increasing its military presence in response to urgent threats, it is also concentrating on diplomatic measures in an effort to de-escalate the situation. It is still of the utmost importance to prevent a dispute from spreading further and to look for a diplomatic solution to the problem. Through the implementation of a ceasefire and the participation in negotiations, the United States of America intends to address the fundamental problems that are driving the conflict and strive toward a resolution that is sustainable. It is expected that the expanded presence of the United States military in the Middle East will have an effect on the power dynamics in the region. It is possible that Iran will reevaluate its strategic calculations in light of the increased defensive posture of the United States. It is possible that this will result in either a reduction in aggressive actions or a more cautious attitude taken in response to the improved capabilities of the United States and Israel. In the event that additional military assets are deployed, it is possible that diplomatic relations with other global powers and regional actors will be affected. Other international stakeholders may respond with their own strategic changes or diplomatic measures, while allies and partners in the region will constantly follow the situation and keep a close eye on it. The increased military activity and the possibility of more violence could have repercussions for the economy, notably for the oil markets and commerce routes around the world. Due to the fact that the Middle East is a crucial hub for oil production and transportation, any disturbance that occurs in the region has the potential to cause changes in oil prices and to have an impact on the stability of the global economy. Underscoring the need of long-term security planning and strategic positioning is the reaction that the United States has provided. Increasingly sophisticated military capabilities bring to light the importance of maintaining a state of constant awareness and adaptation in the face of ever-changing dangers. In addition to this, it places an emphasis on the role that military readiness plays in supporting longer-term diplomatic and strategic goals. Increasing tensions and possible threats from Iran and its proxies are the driving forces behind the United States' decision to increase its military presence in the Middle East. This decision is a strategic response to these factors. It is the goal of the United States to strengthen its defenses, provide support to its partner Israel, and preserve the security of the region through the deployment of upgraded missile defense systems, extra naval forces, and fighter jets. The United States of America will be required to manage the complexities of geopolitical dynamics, while simultaneously pursuing diplomatic measures in order to de-escalate the conflict and seek a resolution that is long-lasting as the crisis continues to develop. If you found this analysis insightful and want to stay updated on the latest developments in global conflicts and military strategies, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Don't miss out on our in-depth coverage and expert commentary. Subscribe now.